Dudes and dudettes, how are you guys? This is Chazzy and welcome back to another What's the Damage? Yes, 2 in a row. It's 2 back-to-back What's the Damage segments because I am very angry today, talking about stuff that really irks me, and rattles me down to my core. And by the way, I didn't mention this in the last video, but did you guys notice that I got a haircut? And I look good, don't I? Look nice, I look really handsome and attractive, I got the ladies all up on the thing right there, I am the exact opposite of what I'm going to be talking about today, which is creepy stalkers, okay? This video is actually inspired by something that happened recently here in Sao Paulo that I really want to get into. Now, it's going to be not only telling a story about what happened, but also getting into more details around this whole general creepiness factor, that women have to suffer, and go through. And when I found out about this, I was actually really peeved. I was really irritated, and I also felt a lot of sympathy for the woman involved, and I think she might have even changed the address already at some point. But anyway, it went sort of kind of viral here on Twitter, a lot of people saw it, but basically what happened is that a girl moved into an apartment complex, and then I guess maybe she left her number, no, when she registered, I don't know, something about a registering, she actually happened to leave her number in one of the folders, but basically for confidential reasons, whenever you're registered somewhere, when you rent an apartment or something, you do have to leave a contact somewhere to some degree, like in the contract or something, I can't remember what the actual full story was, but somewhere along the way, what's the name? The Gatekeeper? That sounds a little dramatic. I don't think that's the name. The doorman? Let's call him the doorman. The doorman to her building, the one who was all the way down there, apparently they were very close in age or something, but so here's the thing. He got a hold of her number without her permission, she didn't give it to him willingly. He just happened to get a hold of it, I think it's from one of the files, so he probably had to look through her files a little bit, to try to actually find it, and then he got it because apparently they had a little run-in, he actually met her when she came to her apartment, so he thought she was nice, so he got her number without her permission and sent her a message. And we're talking about the doorman, so the guy knows exactly where you live. He knows what time you leave, he knows what time you get home, he's always there watching you. And I do believe it might even be possible for him to get a hold of a key to your apartment, Now, you guys might be thinking, well, okay, so he got her number and sent her a message. Yeah, no big deal. If you think it's no big deal, you clearly are not a woman. You clearly are a douchebag guy who has probably already done this before in the past. So let me explain why this is wrong. For starters, it is a total and utter and just, to be honest, disgusting invasion of privacy, because you cannot just take somebody's personal number without their consent and send them a message like they're your friend or something, That's not how it works. Now, me as a man, I get really angry when this happens to me, Like when my parents take my number and start giving them around to a bunch of random people who I've never met for no reason at all, because they think we would be good friends or something, or even more than that. Now, this really irritates me because getting somebody's number without their permission is already bad enough, unless of course you need it for an emergency, or maybe, for example, work, Me, for example, I'm a private English student outside of the school where I work at, so sometimes it's normal for people to take my number and give them to people who are interested in having classes with me. That's totally fine because it's for a professional reason. So there is a professional intention behind it. You're just helping me get more students and make money. But if you get my number without my permission just because you want to talk to me or you thought that I was cool, I mean, it depends really on what the context is, because if you're a pretty girl, then I might actually not mind, but it's a double standard there, It's one of those things where our sexist society implements it into our head where it's normal for girls to do it, It depends a lot on the circumstance, but normally I do still feel uncomfortable, but only in extreme cases do I just outright block the person completely, Now, when it comes to women receiving messages from people who they don't even give their number to, then I can understand why it's creepy. Because, guys, you gotta be real about one thing. Women suffer much more than us. Women are persecuted much more. They are the ones who are scared to walk around at night because they're going to get violated, They can be kidnapped or assaulted or even raped, which is worse, or even killed. So anything can happen when you're a woman walking by yourself at night, Even if you have the means to defend yourself, usually you're at a disadvantage, especially when there's more than one guy coming at you, Now, guys, we don't really suffer too much from this. Depending on the region where you live in the world, if you live in a dangerous area, yes, you can be mugged, for example, you can have your stuff taken. But if you're a woman, it's much worse, because if you're a woman and you're about to get mugged, chances are that it's gonna go beyond just the mugging, you know? So this right here, this specific situation is really unsettling for a number of reasons, you know, because this guy invaded her privacy. The doorman invaded the girl's privacy, you know. She did not, like, let's just like let's take one thing and put it out here. This guy must be really freaking desperate. Like, this guy's mom probably doesn't even give him attention at home or something, you know, because dude, I mean, have you ever heard of Tinder? Like Tinder or any other dating apps where like it's completely free and you can use it to meet women, any kind of woman that you want, you know. So it's totally normal to use an app like this, and if the girl gives you her number, then you can contact her. But seeing a girl, like, you work as a doorman, so you're probably already a bum, just to be honest, okay? So like, you see a girl who lives in the apartment complex who obviously is much more successful than you and financially well off, so obviously you're going to be attracted to her. But to the point of getting her number without her permission and sending her a message asking her out, like, what the hell did you think was gonna happen? Like, seriously, I mean, apparently the girl who retweeted this on Twitter said that if she could, she would even move from her address because she feels like somebody, like some of the people there might actually be stalking her too, you know. So it's really unsettling when you're a woman, you know. Now you have to put yourself in the woman's shoes to understand how exactly this feels, you know. I have the habit of always putting myself in people's positions and trying to empathize with them, you know. And despite being a guy, I can empathize with women very easily, and I try always as hard as I can to not be a creepy stalker. Now, here's the thing, guys. I speak from personal experience. When I was younger, I was a little bit of a creep, okay? But I'm not talking about girls who were younger than me, girls my age, of course. And I did quite a few things that I don't want to get into because it's just too embarrassing to talk about. But if you guys happen to watch my 2021 high school reunion video that I'll never have, I do give a little bit, I talk a little bit about what I did, you know. But the point is that when I was a teenager, I used to be a creepster, okay? And the reason that I stopped is that I started to realize that it was making the girls really uncomfortable. And when I stopped, when I just started actually treating them normally and being, like, you know, kind and well-mannered, I actually saw that I started to see that women would approach me much more and talk to me, you know, and I would actually be, I would give myself off as a very friendly person who I actually am, you know. So there is no reason for you to stalk a girl and be creepy just to get her attention, you know. There are other ways to get women's attention, like, for example, having a YouTube channel. Okay, yeah, that was dumb. But yeah, but I'm just saying, you know, there are different ways for you to pursue something with a woman that doesn't involve you jumping the shark, you know, and already getting her number without her even asking and making up some stupid story like you thought that she was nice or something, you know. That is never gonna fly. Unless, of course, the girl is, you know, VIDA loca, all crazy, you know, doesn't really give a crap, you know, but those are few and far between, man, you know, so just chill the hell out, okay? Because look, when a woman sees a guy that she's never met before, like, her mind is immediately gonna think creepy thoughts, you know? She's gonna think, well, like for example, if a guy comes to talk to her, she's not gonna think that, oh, he's just being friendly, you know, he's just being cool, he wants to pull up a conversation. No, dude. The first thing she's gonna think is that the guy is going to sexually assault her. You know, that's the very first thing she's gonna think, and that is a woman's deepest fear is being raped, and I can understand why. Now, it's not to say that men aren't raped, but come on. I mean, you guys know that women are raped much more frequently than us, you know? I actually don't know of a single case of there ever being a rape assault against a man, unless it was an underage kid and then an older woman did it, but that's pedophilia, that's a whole different story. The point is that, you know, you have to be careful around women, man, you know, and you just gotta treat them well and with respect and not give off any creepy vibes. Like, I have seen so many stories about guys, like, literally following women around, finding out where they live and taking photos of their house, you know, then later sending it to them, you know, or posting it online. So this is like beyond creepy, dude. This is like, you're already like a psychopath at this point, you know? I mean, leave the damn girl alone. I mean, like let's say that, for example, you're trying to hit on a girl and you get rejected. Okay, it sucks, you know, maybe you really liked her and maybe like you really want to be with her, so you start doing a bunch of stuff that to you is gonna show her that you really want her, but is actually to her is gonna come off as really creepy, you know? I have some advice for you whenever you get rejected by a woman. There are 7 billion people, over 7 billion people on this planet, okay? Let's be generous and say half of them are women. So a little more than half. So let's say about maybe 4 billion of them are women, okay? And let's say that of half of those No, half of them are single women. So 2 billion single women in the world. Let's be a little bit douchey, but just for the sake of the example, half of those are attractive. That's 1 billion beautiful women for you to go after in the world. And let's say that even half of them are single. 500 million women in the world right now are single and beautiful and just waiting for you to pounce on them, okay? And hey, depending on what country you live in, let's say that a good portion of them live in your country, you know? So why do you have to focus so much on one specific woman and even make her life a living hell by stalking her, you know? The only thing you're gonna do is make her call the police and file a restraining order against you, you know? Which is gonna be very well deserved. And to be honest, that's gonna be probably the least case scenario, you know. The worst case scenario is that you actually get arrested and spend some time there, you know, in jail. So just leave the women alone, man, okay? Don't be creepy, don't follow them around, you know. Like for example, if you just met a girl and you try to add her on Facebook or follow her on Instagram, that's already really creepy, you know. Just wait a while, you know, and don't, like, if you want to talk to a girl, then ask for her number. Just ask for it, you know, and be cool about it. Just say, look, I thought you were cool, okay? It's really nice to have a conversation with you. It's really easy to talk to you. I was just wondering if maybe I could have your number so we could talk later. Yes? Okay, cool. Then hey, I'll send you a message later. No? No problem. Don't sweat it. Just leave her alone after that. Because if you do, maybe, just maybe later she'll change her mind and give you her number, you know? But don't come off as creepy, you know? And if you get a girl's number without her permission after she already said no, you're gonna be blocked forever. You are never gonna have anything at all with her, so just give up immediately. That's my advice to you. Now, here's the thing, guys. The world is becoming worse and worse for women. You know, it seems like every year it's getting worse. You know, the sexual assaults, you know, the raping, the violence, and you know, like not respecting them, saying no. Because when a woman says no, that's it, buddy. That's the bottom line. When I receive a no from a woman for whatever reason, I immediately just, you know, like, I don't exactly give up, but I just don't. For example, if I'm hitting on a woman and she says no, she doesn't want to, cool. I'm not going to completely ignore her. If she still wants to talk, we will, but I'm not going to keep actively pursuing her. So from the moment that a woman says no, get the hell away from her, you know. Try somebody else, man. When she says no, she's not playing hard to get, asshole. She is uncomfortable with you. You are coming off as creepy and she wants you to get the hell away from her, okay? So if she says no, just move the hell on. Remember my little mathematics thing. 500 million other women for you to choose from, okay? But anyway, I think that's it, guys. I think I've rambled long enough about this. You know, this turned into a PTSA, you know, give you advice on what not to do with women, you know. At the end of the day, guys, there's really no secret for you to getting with women, you know. If that, I'm sorry if that sounds a little vulgar, but there's no secret to wooing women, you know. The only thing you gotta do is just not be creepy, okay? Be a nice guy, don't be a douche, be honest with her, you know, and listen. Always listen, you know. Women like guys who listen, you know. So don't just let her talk and talk and talk and try to imagine what it's gonna be like later and if you're gonna get lucky, okay? Actually listen to what she's saying so you can actually respond to her and not look like a freaking moron, okay? That's my advice to you. But anyway, guys, that's it for today's video, okay? If you happen to like if you happen to like this one, then give it a like, and if you dislike it for whatever reason, give it a dislike. It's gonna help the video anyway. Subscribe to my channel because I release videos literally every single day, sometimes one, sometimes two. And hit the notification bell to know exactly what time of the day I'm gonna be uploading, you know. So there's that. Subscribe today to become a dude or a dudette. I love you guys. This is Chazzy signing out for now, and as always, I will see you guys in the next video. Roll the outro screen.